Worm, prepare yourself. Damn Saiyan.
One of the biggest complaints that I've heard from the Dragon Ball community this past week is about the inclusion of GT Kid Goku in Dragon Ball FighterZ. Now, the main complaint that I've heard is the too many Gokus complaint of Dragon Ball FighterZ, how there are far too many Gokus in the game as it is, and this is just adding another Goku onto a roster of all Gokus. There's even this nifty graph here that shows how many characters Goku influences directly or indirectly in the Dragon Ball FighterZ roster. And to me, this is a complete non-issue, and I'll tell you why. First of all, Goku is the protagonist of Dragon Ball. He is the main character. This is the reason that we will more than likely never get rid of Goku for as long as Dragon Ball exists. No matter how much you want the story to grow and develop into different avenues, no, Goku is going to have to be the main focus because he is by far the most recognizable character in Dragon Ball. I mean, the only other things that are as recognizable in Dragon Ball as Goku are actual Dragon Balls and probably Vegeta. Those are the only two things that are as recognizable as Goku. So it makes sense that companies would like to cash in on Goku's popularity, and they give us a full roster of Gokus, a Goku army in Dragon Ball FighterZ. Plus, this is not a new practice from Dragon Ball fighting games. All the way back to Budokai Tenkaichi 3, we had a ton of Gokus, although we also had a ton of Vegeta, so it was very even to an extent, but we still had one or more Gokus than we did Vegetas. Now, Xenoverse 2, that one was the worst because we had literally a basketball team of different types of Gokus with different armors and different clothing and ripped up clothing and just different types of Gokus that you can unlock. He by far had the most amount of unlockable characters and costumes in that game. I would say maybe only Vegeta, as always, was the only one that was on the same wavelength of characters and clothing as Goku. So the fact that we got one more Goku, to me, isn't the issue. And even though a lot of people would like Super Saiyan 4 to be his own character in the game, they would have preferred Super Saiyan 4 Goku over GT Goku any day of the week. More than likely, Super Saiyan 4 Goku is going to be Kid Goku's finisher, so I'm honestly okay with that, and that's probably the main reason that I would buy this DLC, because I would like to have that finisher, if it does exist. So in my book, the too many Goku syndrome / controversy isn't as important as the real issue at hand, and that is the hybridization, the butchering of two different characters into one character just to try to get as many different characters in one character as possible. What am I talking about? Well, this is not straight up GT Goku. No, this is a hybrid Goku. It is Kid Goku with the power pole and GT Goku. Now, a lot of you guys are going to reference this picture where we see GT Goku, GT Kid Goku, with the power pole. And I gotta give it to you guys, that is a solid basis to add this skin to Dragon Ball FighterZ. The real issue comes with Goku's fighting style in Dragon Ball GT. He never used the power pole. He went into Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan 2, and Super Saiyan 3 more times than not and fought very similarly to his adult version from Dragon Ball Z. And in this fighting game DLC, he fights like Kid Goku from Dragon Ball, the original Dragon Ball. And once you combine the Goku fighting style from Dragon Ball with the GT clothing and the possible Super Saiyan 4 finisher, you get a hybrid character that really has no home. This is a very unique character to Dragon Ball FighterZ, and in my opinion, this is the real issue. This is as bad as when fighting games from Dragon Ball used to have Trunks and they gave him the Saiyan armor, but he still had his sword attached, which never happened. I would say Trunks is one of the characters that has been misrepresented because he's had so many different outfits and forms in Dragon Ball fighting games. And right now they're doing the same thing with Kid Goku slash GT Goku. And the real crime here is not that we're never going to play a faithful GT Kid Goku, because I'm almost positive nobody gives a shit about that. They rather play Super Saiyan 4 Goku. The real tragedy here is that we'll never actually get to play a faithful version of Dragon Ball Kid Goku with faithful attacks and finishers. And for a game that's prided itself in resembling the manga and the anime as much as possible, they really have done a disservice to this character, because now you have a character that you're pulling inspiration from two different series. Let me know in the comment section below how you feel about the Too Many Gokus controversy in Dragon Ball FighterZ. This is BlackScape signing off. Take care, guys.